Oh, I can cook too. On top of the rest, my seafood's the best in town.
Yes, I can cook too. My fish can't be beat, my sugar's Swiss around.
Oh, I'm a gal's ideal of a perfect meal, right down to the demi-tasse.
I'm a pot of joy for a hungry boy, baby. I'm cooking with gas.
Oh, I'm a gumdrop, a sweet lollipop, a brook right out of the brook.
And what's more, baby, I can cook. What's cooking, Partridge? Oh yeah!
Welcome to the 14th episode of What's Cooking Park Ridge. My name is Trevor Dublin. I'm here with my co-host Lori Fredrics. We are so happy to be here today with Jonathan Goldstein, the owner of B&M Market.
We are here at B&M's new spectacular location at the James, where customers have been enjoying alfresco dining and other experiences here, parties inside.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Well, B&M is a tradition here in Park Ridge, and in fact it has been for years the secret ingredient to a lot of people's parties.
Yes.
That suddenly somebody becomes a gourmet chef, and the secret is they went to B&M.
Yes, absolutely.
Great. So can you tell us how you got involved in this?
Sure.
And how long you've been here at this location and the other location?
Absolutely. We had a location down the street. It was there for about 50 plus years. I purchased it just under 10 years ago, kept some people, hired some new executive chefs, some more experienced butchers, and we really took it to where we are today, really catering more for parties up to 300 person wedding, parties for 8, intimate parties. Now at the new place, which we just moved about 16 months ago, last February, we're doing in-house parties. We opened out here, expanding the kitchen, what we could do. We just built a brand new kitchen, new staff, and letting our customers really have fine dining at home. Restaurant quality food. We have wait staff, so we're doing off-site catering and giving customers a nice selection.
Well, you know, we were so excited to be here today.
Thank you.
If maybe you can show us, before we start to cook,
Absolutely.
some of the things that we're going to be looking at today.
You got it.
So delicious
Yeah, it
looking
looks
stuff.
amazing,
There is
right?
amazing.
So
Wow.
maybe you can help me with this.
Look.
Yes,
This.
yes.
So
We'll
these
show
are
and
just
tell.
some of the steaks that we carry.
So
all our
thick.
steak is prime, all natural. Over here is our skirt steak and scallion sauce, which has become a fan favorite. We have our porterhouse dry aged. We have our bone-in ribeye, boneless strip, and filet mignon. These are a couple of the steaks that you'll see in the case on a daily basis. Also bring in Kobe and Wagyu and different fun cuts like that as well.
So where do you import your steaks from? Where do you
Sure.
tend to get
We have
them?
about 4 vendors. These are all domestic. The Wagyu would come from Australia and Japan, but this is all domestic in the Midwest, in the Iowa, some California, but mostly the Midwest.
Americana. So
Yes, sir.
I love that.
Which is your favorite?
Which is my, well,
Which one?
The T-bone?
T-bone
You
steak.
got it. We'll send you home with one.
But this also, just a question for you. So what do you season? This looks like amazing seasonings.
So
Can you
that's a
share little of
scallion
that?
sauce.
Okay.
I can't tell you all the secrets,
Of course you
but
can't.
little brown sugar, a little soy. We started using a gluten-free soy sauce because we have a lot of customers that are gluten-free. So it really didn't affect the flavor. So we're able to do that on this particular seasoning. A little sweet chili sauce, and we marinate it
goodness.
anywhere from 3 days to 5 days, and we actually started bottling it because it became so popular.
Beautiful. That is amazing.
Yeah.
What else do we have today? Anything
Sure.
else
Let
you
me
wanna
put
show
this
us?
down, and then I will show you some others. We have. So just for a little, so we have our Bergen's Best Burger. We won a couple awards. Short rib, brisket, Kobe, and skirt all blended together into a half-pound burger.
What's Kobe? I don't even know
So
what Kobe
it's a
is.
Wagyu. It's a special. The meat has a special diet. It gets massaged. There's a couple ways that
So it's tender.
Yes, exactly. It's the best of the best.
Massaging
I
the
know.
meat.
We also have the
okay.
Wagyu hot dogs
That's
and
so
our classic
beautiful.
hot dogs. So these are all beef.
Wow.
These are 85% beef, 15% pork.
Incredible.
And this is, We can make them a little smaller, but these are half-pound burgers.
So you guys make these here? Like
So we make these, and I buy these from a company. We don't make the Kobe hot dogs.
They're so good looking.
Is that what you generally are grilling here in the evenings?
You hit it right on the head. For lunch, we're doing the burgers, we're doing the dogs, we're doing that skirt steak into a nice panini. We started doing grilled, actually I have it right here. We have our shrimp skewers over there, which I actually did inside because from a allergy standpoint, I don't like to put the shrimp next to the meat in case someone has an allergy. This is our Bell & Evans grilled chicken wings with our scallion sauce. We also do it with a dry rub. And the menu out here, what's fun is we had some people today. We brought them some guacamole, we did a little sushi, a little salad, and it's also BYOB, so you could come have a nice lunch and have a good time.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. That is fantastic. And are those wings a little bit spicy?
Maybe the 10th bite has a little kick.
All right.
So Jonathan,
Yes,
it's really great to be here. It's a great space.
Thank you.
It's very attractive, very attractive.
Thank you.
What got you into this business? Maybe you can just kind of tell us a little history.
Sure. I'm actually from Rivervale, very local. My parents still live in Rivervale. I did the Wall Street thing for 10 years and always had a passion for food. Always in the back of my head thought I wanted to own a restaurant.
Yes.
9 out of 10 fail. And through a friend of a friend, I found B&M Market. And it had to happen. And it's just meant to be.
Well, great space, great ambiance, great food.
Thank you.
So you're gonna start cooking something
Let's do
today.
it.
What
Let's
do you
do it.
What's our first?
We've had the grill. It's about 500 degrees. So steak always needs some salt. So maybe you can help me out.
Sure, I'll help you out over here.
Let's get some salt.
Can I stick my
you
hand
can
in? Is it
be
okay?
generous.
Okay.
Be generous.
I wash my hands, right?
Be generous. All over there.
All right.
We'll flip
you tell
this
me when to
one.
stop. Okay.
Perfect.
Now, do you have foods for if somebody doesn't eat meat? Like, what do you have?
Oh,
What do you carry here?
100%. We have vegan, we have vegetarian, we have a full line of seafood, we do wonderful eggplant dishes, you name it.
It's great.
We have
now, what kind
everyone
of salt
covered.
is this? Is it
This is
sea
actually a
salt
kosher
or-
salt.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So each steak has a different timing. I did bring out the meat thermometer, but I'll show you the ribeye. I'm looking about 9 to 10 minutes aside.
Amazing.
The strip, we're about 6 to 7 minutes aside. Filet, 6 to 7. Porterhouse, about 9 to 10. And the skirt steak, we're gonna go about 6 minutes aside.
That's my favorite.
We're gonna close
That's cool.
Yeah.
the grill. We're gonna let that cook a
Somebody's
little
gotta time
bit.
it over here, right?
Yes, sir. So now the steaks are ready. We're gonna start with the skirt steak. And a trick for everybody at home, skirt steak, you actually wanna slice it vertically instead of horizontally. And you will see a big difference when you're eating it. We'll slice that up. Everyone can have a try later. This is our New York strip. Nice medium rare. The ribeye steak, we're gonna cut it right off the bone. Then we're gonna slice it on an angle so everybody can enjoy. And then when you display it, you do a little fan out so then everybody could really see the meat and take their piece. Porterhouse. The porterhouse is the filet and the New York strip. We're gonna cut the filet part off first. And then the New York strip, we're gonna slice right down the bone. And once again, same concept. We're gonna slice on an angle so then your display really fans out. Last but not least, we have our filet mignon. I'm not gonna slice that because usually you give the filet to somebody for their main course. But if you want just to see, I like it on an angle, and then you could show off all of our medium rare steaks. Of course, if you like it medium, you could cook it a couple more minutes. And we'll throw the grill down, let the grill finish off there.
So, which one of these would you say are the most popular?
Skirt steak with scallion sauce, hands down, has become the fan favorite.
And some of the sides you tend to serve with, what's
Yes.
the best sides?
Let me show you some sides.
Okay, sure. And I'm sure you also do wines and stuff here because obviously.
So it's BYOB. I do have relationships with a couple liquor stores, restaurants, bars, etc. that if someone wanted a party, we could certainly do a pairing.
Right.
And we could help them out and suggest which direction to go.
Right, right.
For sure.
So did you, this is amazing what
Thank
you're
you.
doing here. Did you have any formal sort of training as a chef? Did you, tell
I
me a
have
little
worked
something?
in many restaurants. I did not go to chef school. I will say I hired the best chefs around, the best
what you
butchers
do.
around, and we all have a passion and we're really a team. The chef doesn't come up with everything. I don't come up with everything. We have morning meetings and say, hey, what
Yes.
could we make today? We talk to every vendor. We
Yeah.
see what fish is fresh, what meat is
Yeah.
coming up,
Yeah.
what holidays. We're big into holidays. We
Yeah.
just had Mother's Day, Memorial Day, Father's Day is coming up, July 4th.
Beautiful.
Christmas, Hanukkah, you name it,
You
we
got
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
And we really try to have,
Yeah.
come up with new and fun ideas.
So how do you select the best quality meat? I mean, do you go to the trade shows, I'm sure, because you mentioned Australia, some of this stuff is.
Sure.
Do you have to travel to find out? I'm sure you're on conference calls, figuring out where the best meats are coming from.
Sure.
Grass-fed, cows, whatever.
You hit it right on the
Yeah,
head.
right.
All of our steak is prime, all natural. We could go to Hunts Point and so forth. We just have such great relationships with our vendors. We have a good 4 or 5 vendors that we talk to daily, twice a day, whatever we need to. They know what product we want.
Mm-hmm.
If it comes in and the steak's not marbled enough, we're not keeping it. And the reason we do that is so the customer gets the best result. It's not us being mean to our vendors. It's the end result is the customer needs the best product.
So you look at some meat and sometimes you
100%.
return it because the
All the
marble
time.
gives it. When
So
you
the
cook
marbling, as I showed you earlier,
Right.
when a steak has marbling, that's the flavor, that's the fat. So, yes, you mentioned grass-fed earlier, so that doesn't have as much marbling, and that's for that reason. So we carry prime, which means the animals, I don't want to get into too much detail, but
Yeah.
the fat, the marbling adds the flavor.
Right, right.
That displays the flavor, and if we don't see that on it, we're not going to accept it.
Wow. So, I've got some friends in healthcare and they talk about, eating steak for breakfast, lunch, dinner as a great way of losing weight.
Sure.
I mean, do you hear any of that?
Oh, there's a million different
Right,
diets.
right,
You
right.
have the meat diet, you
Right,
have the
right,
keto
right,
diet,
right,
you have
right,
this
right,
and this. Let me just check. Here we go.
Oh, wow, that's cooking really quickly.
There's a. I like diets that you need meat because if the diet that needs meat went out, then we're not going to be working out too well.
That's right.
So you could see, and you could touch the steak. Look, I have the meat thermometer as I mentioned earlier, but by touch, that's how you know when to flip it.
Right. So what does a rare steak feel like when you touch it?
So
wow.
you could use,
Beautiful.
and I could show you later that you have the test on your hand
Yeah.
in between each knuckle, but a rare is going to be not. So if you make a big fist, that's the opposite of rare. But if you just let your
Okay.
hand just relax, that's more rare.
So I noticed that when we put it on the grill, all we put basically was salt on it. I mean,
Salt and pepper, yeah.
Right. So did you marinate it prior with any? This is just
These
all
steaks are salt and pepper.
amazing.
A little olive oil,
Yeah.
but you really don't need too much more. We have a customer who always, whenever I say, oh, do you want it marinated? He said, a good steak doesn't need marinated.
This is true.
He's right. When you start seeing other steaks with like crazy sauces, I am being a hypocrite by saying that because it's scallion, but that everyone loves that. But
Right.
sometimes that's hiding the meat. There's nothing to hide here. You want prime and all natural, and you're ready to go.
That's so
Well, you know,
cool.
Trevor, I think that's the cure for anemia. If you're talking about healthcare, when and I've seen people, they have to make sure they're not anemic before they go into the hospital or something. They're eating steak, and so I think that it could be a very healthy thing.
Absolutely.
I'm in. You want me to show you a couple of the sides and
Please,
apps?
I was just going to ask
Okay.
you about the sides you have on the side.
You got it.
Jonathan, this looks like an amazing spread you got here.
Thank you.
And I see some vegetarian stuff here for those who may not, people who do not eat meat.
You got it.
But just so you can explain to us what we have here, please.
Absolutely. We have our crab cakes, Maryland lump crab, shrimp, and scallop. Comes with a pink peppercorn horseradish, nice appetizer side we could do as a slider. Of course, we have our ahi tuna We did a little Cajun dusting. If you're not into spicy, we don't have to do it that way. We could do a peppercorn, pepper crusting, a couple different sides. We could do that on a tortilla with guacamole as an appetizer. So this is our steamed broccoli, white wine and garlic. We do have some secrets in the back. I can't share with you on camera, but maybe later.
All right.
I can't believe the size of those.
We'll tell you later.
Those are huge.
Those are the asparagus. We grill extra virgin olive oil, salt, cracked pepper, little lemon zest on those. Room temperature or warm them up. So this is going to be our shrimp skewers. We did grill them inside because I am very conscious of allergies. I don't want to have shellfish on the grill out here. But this is very popular, whether it's a light lunch or a passed around for a catering, light dry rub, a lot of lemon. People could grill it at home, or we could cook it and you could finish it off in your house.
Amazing.
Beautiful. I bet those are great for parties.
People love them.
Yeah.
Appetizer, it's perfect. This is definitely our #1 selling pasta dish. Fusilli, fresh mozzarella, cherry tomato, tomato vinaigrette. We make the sauce in-house. We take the cherry tomatoes, we take the roasted tomatoes, some fresh herbs, and the Cuisinart. It's robust in color, great flavor. This is a relatively new pasta that we made for the summer. Nothing too crazy. It's the orighetti with chickpeas, roasted peppers, a light vinaigrette. So you're gonna eat this cold, maybe for lunch, maybe as a side for your barbecue.
Orighetti is one of my favorite.
Yep. Mine too. Delicious.
This is probably our most popular salad. It's a mesclun salad, dried cranberries, walnuts, cherry tomato, chev cheese, and a champagne vinaigrette.
That looks like a lunch.
Yeah,
It is.
A healthy lunch.
You could put the shrimp on that, or maybe
Yep.
a
Oh,
little
right,
slice of
yeah.
steak, tuna,
Good to go.
etc. We have 100 different sides and apps, but these are just a couple just to show you what we can do.
Amazing.
So this is unbelievable.
Thank you.
Smorgasbord, and we really appreciate you showing and demonstrating and
sure.
explaining to us what you do here. The quality food
Thank
that
you.
we see here.
From the asparagus to the steaks, it's like the best.
Thank you. We try. We try
It
for
is
sure.
the best.
Thank
so,
you.
we just want to thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for this opportunity, for being here. What's Cooking Park Ridge? Jonathan, B&M, Lori,
Yep.
thank
Park
you so
Ridge,
much.
come and get it.
Come on in. Thank you so much.
Thank
I appreciate
you.
it. Thank you
Thank you
very
for
much.
having us
I
here.
appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
We do thank you very much.
And the space is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very lovely. So if you can just tell us again what it is that we prepared here, you prepared here today.
Absolutely. So from the steaks, we did the boneless New York strip, the bone-in ribeye, filet mignon, porterhouse, and then the skirt steak and scallion sauce.
Wow.
Over here is the fusilli mozzarella, grilled asparagus, the cranberry walnut salad, the grilled wings, steamed broccoli, ahi tuna, ortaghetti, grilled shrimp satay, and crab cakes.
Wow. All right.
The list goes on, but I couldn't fit more on the table.
go.
Well,
so.
I just can't wait.
I think I might have to lie on my side for the rest of the night. Just
A little bit of everything.
All right. let's
Give it a
begin.
try,
Let's
and I'll
try
send
it.
you home with the leftovers.
Oh my
so
goodness.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Are you
Yeah.
able to explain to us the parts of the towels where these different sections are made?
We can, but I'd rather do it after you're done eating.
All right, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Nice.
And maybe wouldn't be bad to use this. Salad.
Thank you so much. So this is a gorgeous space. Tell us about how it came to be.
Oh, thank you.
Sure. Up the street, we were having, we were kind of outgrowing up the street. Parking was never great, and it was just time to move, to put it in a lighter word. So when this building was in the early talks,
Well, thank you.
I had in the back of my head maybe this would be a great opportunity to move. And I have a very good friend in town, and I will have no problem giving him a shout out, Perry Petrillo. He is in Park Ridge. He's an architect who just has a genius vision, and then a builder, Tom Chavone, and between the two of them, they just came up with an amazing concept, of course.
So you were the first tenant.
Very first tenant here, yep.
Yeah.
For retail, yes.
Great space.
And we have the high ceilings, which we're so fortunate to have, and it just makes the place even look bigger. And
Oops.
there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
everything looks just absolutely beautiful.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much. I think there's probably not
a
even.
piece of the curd steak, maybe?
The skirt steak,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Let me fish you off one here. There you go. 1, 2.
Yeah, that would be nice. Thank you so much.
All right. Wonderful. Try a little broccoli here. Stereo broccoli. Anybody else need broccoli?
Good. Enjoy.
Okay. Set this back
Get you
down
another
here.
fork.
I'm on it for now. They'll get it. We're good.
I better cut this.
So we call those, we kind of call those fish cakes because it's Maryland lump crab, shrimp, and scallop.
Oh, it's a mixture. Oh, how wonderful. Anybody else need it? Ah, yes, absolutely, Trevor. Here you go. There you go. Thank you.
Oh, maybe we can share one or something.
Take it. There's
I
plenty.
think I've got enough on my plate right now to
I wouldn't
Feed a
mind
small
trying.
army.
Thank you.
Get you through.
Oh, this is a lovely salad. Orchiddy with the chickpeas.
Thank you.
So
Thank
there's-
you.
What else? What's in this now? It's orchiddy, it's chickpeas.
Cut up peppers, tomatoes, a little celery, and a light vinaigrette. Keep that pretty
That's
simple.
lovely.
Thank you.
Wow. Now I'm
That is literally the best crab cake I've ever had in my life.
Thank you. I
Or
appreciate
fish
it.
cake or whatever. Like literally
you.
the best one.
Enjoy. My pleasure. And it comes with a pink peppercorn horseradish. And we could do those as minis. You know, for hors d'oeuvres, we'll pass them around. And I could also do them
Wow.
as a slider with like cocktail sauce for sandwiches and so forth.
Wow.
Isn't it like the
It's a
best like ever?
Very meaty
Yes.
sort of crab cake because of the scallops, I think, in there as well.
There's a very, I would say, 5% breadcrumb just to hold it together. Yes, that is a lot of people say there's, look, you need breadcrumb just to hold it together, but when I say 5% max, just for the binding, you know. So
Yes. Absolutely awesome.
And now I know why
Thank
the skirt steak is so popular.
yes, thank you.
I'm going to try that skirt steak now.
Do them as tacos sometimes. Do them as a sandwich. That's one of the sandwiches we do on the patio. Skirt steak, a little frizzled onion, like a panini kind of feel.
You know, that cut of meat is so popular in so many cultures. It is in, and my culture, where my mom came from, Romania, it's called a Romanian steak. It's
Got
not
it.
the most.
Yeah, this is Romanian.
Yeah.
Got it.
And it also is Mexican, right?
Yes. So sometimes when you hear skirt steak, you think chimichurri sauce at a Spanish restaurant, and it's going to be chewy and a fajita, but not this one.
No, it's very tender.